All right. Oh, well. Well, that's a great start for me. I wasn't even in it. Anyway, what's up, everyone? This is a crazy week again. I hope everyone was watching that Chelsea Tottenham game because that was wild. And a lot of controversy that's going to happen from that. Anyway, it's been a wild week. We still got one game week left to go, but we got a lot to talk about because I feel like this is the time of the season where we're going to see a lot of wild cards happening, where players are starting to solidify that they're players to keep, get ahead of price rises, whatever it may be. So we got a lot to talk about going into today. As for me, as I wait for some people to come in to kind of let the conversation get rolling, I don't know why I said it like that. I had a pretty good week so far. My only player to not give me a return right now is Bailey, who it's just unfortunate he only played just a little bit. But that's kind of how it goes sometimes, right? Especially when you have a player that we're risking it like a £5 million Bailey. Let me switch it to this mode. That might work better on my camera. Anyway, I got to figure out what to do with Bailey. Do I wait one more week and kind of let him see if he can get cooking a little bit, or do I just give him the hook? I currently have 2 free transfers to play at this moment. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with them. But this is where we're at right now. I'm at 60 points going into tomorrow with Salah captain, Van Dijk, and Trent still to go. I was going to make a joke on my Twitter that everyone was debating who's the right captain, Haaland or Salah. And I was going to make a joke, no seriousness intended, that Jesus was the right captain, and that would have been really funny. But Kobe, what's up, man? Hope you're enjoying Southern California. Disaster of a game week. What happened? Let me hear it. If I saw the Discord this morning, I saw that you... Is it you that doesn't have Jesus? I don't know why I drink right into the microphone. Steve, what's up? Steve, what a wild game that Tottenham one was. Again, there's going to be a lot of controversy with that, but at the end of the day, that's 2-2. Yeah, what are you guys' game week's plans? What are your transfer targets right now? Who are you thinking about bringing in? Who is your captain at this moment going into next week? And how'd you guys do this week? If you had a bad week, let's just chat it out, have a good time. Yeah, it's been a while since I streamed. I think I streamed the week before season started. I was planning on doing it last week, but then my buddy hit me up to go golfing, so I couldn't stream on the links. And so I'm going to try to do this every Sunday. That's the goal. That's the goal. And my first rotation ends in 2 weeks, so I can maybe potentially hit a deadline stream. That'd be dope. Yeah, it's been, as far as my week, Trippier is absolutely balling out right now. Back-to-back clean sheets. Sanchez, Sterling with the late assist. Could have easily had a goal. Put it over the crossbar. Martinelli doing Martinelli things, balling out. Jesus is incredible. Harry Kane with the late goal. Should have had another goal that he just pushed wide. Not very Harry Kane-like. But I think overall my team's nice. As far as transfer targets, before I kind of get into your guys' squad, as far as transfer targets for me, I have 2 transfers. I'm looking at bringing in Cancelo. Either Cancelo or Kyle Walker, and doubling up on that City defense right now. I'm also thinking about what I got to do with Bailey. Do I give him one more game week and then move on? Because I think, who is he playing next week? He plays Crystal Palace, so maybe I just get rid of him this week. I want to. It's just hard. What am I going to do with $5 million, right? I know a lot of people are saying Dasilva. We're probably going to get that to here in a little bit later, but my concern right now is maybe I just go and try to upgrade to Kyle Walker, like Trippier to Walker, because Trippier has City and Liverpool in 2 of his next 3. Maybe that's the move I do there. Maybe I bring in a Reece James. Not sure what I'm going to do. Any suggestions? There's my daily stream squeak. I get Gundogan, Nunez, and Reece James for Kane, Bailey, and Van Dijk in -4. I don't want to take a -4. I think Van Dijk is... I still think Van Dijk is a good play. Every year he gets about 180 to 200 points. He's never really considered a fantasy option because he's a center half, and I feel like Trent and Rob are always a play. But Crystal Palace, United, who's not a 4 at the moment, Bournemouth, Newcastle. So I think he has really good fixtures. I kind of like him. I think if I was to move him at all, it'd be to like you said here for Reece, or maybe even Cancelo, or maybe I'd drop him down to Kyle Walker and upgrade Bailey with that extra $1.5 million, bring it to 6.5. Anyway, but Gundogan, yeah, I mean, if Bernardo Silva is going to leave City, which I think he wants to at this point, but who knows what's going to happen with Barcelona. How are they even affording their players right now? I kicked my camera. Then maybe getting Gundogan in as the play. So we could, oh yeah, let me check out your team, Jerome. Agree. I'm going to use FPL.team for this. Oh, let's check out your squad. I'm with it. What is it? 1-4. If you want me to check out your squad, just throw your ID code into the comments. Hi. Do the whole URL instead of just the numbers. Sorry, give me 1 sec. As I look for Jerome's, he just 1 4 6 6 2 3. Oh my small. All right. So we can left California enjoying. Good. Oh, well, you had a disaster last week. This week's incredible. Last week you had 51 points. Yeah, that's a bit rough. But you had Son, who I still like this. I mean, the team is good. It's just one of those weeks, right? Because then they come up the next week, and you're at a 200K game week rank. Captain De Bruyne, interesting move. No Salah, another interesting move. But you have the double up with, you have a triple up with Liverpool. Double Liverpool defense, double City defense. I like that. This is a nice team. I like it. That's the wrong button. There we go. I don't know if y'all can see this. All right. Don't have Jesus. Yeah, that's tough. Jesus is going to have a nice season, man. He's going to have a nice season, in my opinion. Currently on a red arrow from 4.1 mil, but it's a bit different than last year, that's for sure. I mean, like we said last time, Steve, like it doesn't really get cooking for a few game weeks here, in my opinion. What's up, Faisal? I hope that's how I say your name. Yeah, this is where we're just kind of figuring out who's gonna have a good season, who's kind of struggling, who's the right person to put in our team, and after a few game weeks, that's when we really get cooking. Can we talk about how Martinelli was robbed of an FPL assist? He took the corner, Jesus scored. If that was a Bruno Fernandes, I would have given him. Yeah, last year with Bruno Fernandes as assist, right? Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Yeah, that Bruno Fernandes one last year, I think it was like 2 years in a row too. Kunal, I'm doing well, Kunal. I'm doing well. I'm just loving life right now. Let's see. You sorted Rashford dilemma out yet, Kobe? Yeah, he's gonna take a -4 to get Rashford. Yeah, Rashford. I heard PSG are looking to get Rashford in right now. That's a little rumor, right? All right, Face. Let me check out your squad real quick. I'm gonna throw it into FPL team because I feel like I can better help here. 1 8 4 5 4 9 4. Bang. Kunal, how you doing? Life good, Kunal? How's FPL going? How's everything doing? All right, let's look at the squad. If you want me to check out your squad, kind of help with transfer targets, kind of talk about that, just throw it in the description like Faisal did. And let's just have a good conversation. Let's just vibe. I got 45 minutes today, so we got another 30 minutes or so. All right, or maybe 40 minutes or so. Yeah, Kobe, 100% I can check out your squad. All right, looking at your squad, you got NATO on the bench, so you have a good playing player on the bench. I think for me, the question here, yeah, I like this team. I think the only question for me going forward is Bailey. I mean, Perisic came in off the bench today, looked pretty good with his limited minutes. Is he going to start next week? I'm not sure, but I kind of just question where we're going to go from here. I mean, you could go and go Bailey down because you could just go. You could kind of roll the dice on Bailey and see if he could do well this week, or you could drop him down to like Dasilva and then use that extra cash somewhere else in your squad. But overall, man, this is a nice squad. I don't know if I would do that versus Tottenham, so I'd probably still play Bailey this week. But I like this squad. It looks good. I mean, your back line is just disgusting. Incredible talent back there. Martinelli, Salah, I like a lot. Kane, Jesus, I like a lot. It's just, Bailey for me. But the hard part is at 5 mil, I think I talked about this on the stream before the deadline. The risk was if he balls out, great. If he doesn't, you're stuck at 5 mil, and what are we going to do? And so that's kind of where we're all at right now with Bailey. Kobe, can you send me your squad number? Yeah, I'm on Haaland. And Bailey, and want to actually go Tony and Sterling in. I like that. Oh, Haaland out, though. That's rough. Like them more as a duo. Haaland is nice, but only 70 minutes every game, and Sterling's maybe explosive FPL points-wise and solid captain anyways. I mean, is my computer lagging? I mean, am I glitching? I mean, the thing here is my Wi-Fi is good. All right. So I have Sterling myself. We go to my squad. This isn't my squad. Skyfang Brigade. Like I have Sterling myself. I think he's like the only attacking option I would want at this moment for Chelsea. I like Mason Mount. I think Mason Mount can kind of tick some couple FPL points here and there. But just eye test over the past 2 game weeks, he hasn't really showed me that much. I've been disappointed with him going forward. I've been disappointed with pretty much everyone attacking-wise, like I said, from Chelsea, outside of Sterling, who's shown a little bit of flash. That doesn't mean that they can't get hot. You know, they got leads. They got a good schedule going forward. So I don't know if I would sell Mount just to sell him. I would want someone to take his. Let me hold on. I would only sell him if I had a solid option that I would want to bring in. You know, like if there was a camera, like if Martinelli you really like or Saka you really want to bring in, sure. But I wouldn't sell Mount just to sell him. I still think he can potentially get an attacking return against Leeds, but it is a bit tough, that one is. And as far as the Tony and Sterling, I like Tony. Dude, if you look at Tony's fixtures, I'm pulling it up. Look at these fixtures coming up for Tony. That's one of my potential replacements for Bailey is some sort of Brentford player. Camera's out and I already fixed it. Whew, didn't touch it. Look at these fixtures coming up. Fulham, Everton, Crystal Palace, Leeds, Arsenal, Bournemouth, Newcastle, which is also tough, Brighton. So look at that run. That is a phenomenal run for Tony there. I mean, again, you can't expect Tony to deliver week in, week out, in my opinion. But with these fixtures, he could be one of the higher scoring forwards after 10 game weeks. One of the higher scoring players after 10 game weeks. He's got a full season under his belt with Brentford here. He's already the 3rd highest scoring player, striker in the game. I don't know if it's updated yet, but I like Tony a lot, man. I like Tony a lot. Life is good. FPL is nice as well. Football is back, so I'm happy. Yeah, football is back. American football is back. Basketball is around the corner. Life is good. Knock on wood. Yeah, Football Carl, what's up, man? How you been? How's soccer been? Of course, yeah, I definitely remember you. Bailey and Nato out. Yeah, I like Bailey and Nato out. Yeah, it's just who are you gonna bring in is the big question. If you bring in, like, if you drop Bailey down to a 4.5, like Dasilva, and then upgrade Nato to like Harrison or Rodrigo. Rodrigo I'd prefer, but maybe something like that. I know Rodrigo has a tough match this week against Chelsea, but if you kind of just hold on to him, maybe he kind of gets going after that, or stays continuing going after that because he's balling out so far. Jensen from Watford and Aronson in. Yeah, I could go for that. Chelsea game was definitely entertaining. The first half for Chelsea, the Chelsea-Tottenham game was honestly a little boring to me. Not boring, but I was waiting for some flashes. And then the second half, especially when Richarlison got in, it got real hot. Let's see. Love the tussle between the two. They definitely. What's your opinion on Rodrigo? Ooh, I kind of just talked about it. So with Rodrigo, I thought last year he was going to break out. Like, I had one of my bold predictions was that Rodrigo was going to have a breakout year last year, get double-digit goals, and it just didn't happen. I really liked his game, watching him play in La Liga, but I thought going on to that lead side with how attacking they were the season before, he would have a great season. And as of right now, he's I feel like I was maybe a season early. I've liked his game for a while, so it's just, for me, it's just I'm not surprised. And I think he can hold on to it. If I look at his stats for the season right now, see if he's overperforming, how many shots he's getting. I'm pulling it up right now on my phone. Give me 1 sec. As I'm loading it. No internet connection. 5G fail me. He's averaging 4 shots per game, 2 on target per game. His expected goal involvement is About 1 per game. So I mean, the numbers back up what he's putting down. He's not crazy he's not outperforming too much, you know. So I like Rodrigo a lot. I think I even talked about on my stream getting him into your squad with that great run of fixtures, but it was too risky. But I think he backs it up now. And again, Tony, I talked about I like him going forward big time. Big time. I don't know what his selection percentage is. Anyone let me know what Tony's selection percentage is, because it could be a huge differential to have to a point. Looked like an own goal that Kane equalizer. Yeah, you know what? FPL Penguin. Shout out FPL Penguin. Go check out FPL Penguin on Twitter. Check him out on YouTube, on his YouTube page. Great content creator. Great dude overall. As far as that Kane goal, I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up and see that they changed that goal to an own goal for Reece James, because it definitely came off his thigh a little bit. I just didn't see an angle where was it off target. I don't know. Great header by Kane though. I know you saw my team earlier, but what would you suggest I do with it? Of course, you could say that I don't have Salah. I mean, that's up to you, right? I kind of want to drop NATO and don't know who for. I mean, it's all up to you on what you want to do with not having Salah. I mean, it's a gamble, right? Some weeks it'll pay off, some weeks it won't. But as far as NATO, I don't know. Let me look. Let me see if I can find a good replacement at that range. Let me see if I can find it. Let me go to Twitter real quick for Kobe's team. Thoughts on a game week? Yeah, I like the wild card in game week 8. I feel like that's a popular route right now from what I've seen on Twitter. Is the my buddy who's a Chelsea fan is not too happy with Conte right now. Switch accounts. Yeah, I think the game week 8 wild card. My computer's slow right now. If I could pull up, as I'm screaming into the microphone, if I could pull up the fixtures here in a little bit, we can talk about it more. All right, let's go to Kobe's. I'm actually thinking about going NATO to Aronson or Gordon. Yeah, that's a hard part with those price that availability right there. Go because like I like Gordon. I think he's a nice player, but I don't trust any Everton players. Period. Are you looking at this? We have. I like this team, man. I like this team. I mean, obviously, starting Andreas is not ideal. I like his game, and the fact that he's a 4.5 is great. But starting him, I'm not necessarily sold on. But I get what you're saying. I think. What'd you say on the Twitter? That's not it. Update. You're thinking about doing Undav, Rashford, and Saka to Jesus, Martinelli, and Dasilva. Is that going to be for a -4 or -8? I feel like that's a bit harsh to do, a -4 or -8. But I do like getting rid of Rashford, especially against Liverpool. Saka, that's a bit hard to get rid of. I mean, I know Jesus is doing great, but I think Saka's still doing well. Yeah. Hold on. I like Jesus, I like Martinelli, and I like Rodrigo. Oh, and Dasilva. That's kind of what you're talking about doing here, getting rid of Rashford, Saka, and Undav. I like the move, but I think it might be harsh if it was like a -8. I would definitely like -8 is just so hard to go for. But having Rashford's rough. For -4, maybe. Tony is 6% selected. Ooh, he could be a good differential moving forward. All right, where are we at? Yeah, Kobe, I like your team, man. I think, again, just having Andreas a starting there is just a tough one. And I like the moves you're thinking about doing. I'm gonna leave it at that. I like the moves you're thinking about doing. I would kind of hold off on that and see kind of how we feel when we wake up tomorrow. You know, not do any knee-jerk moves. But I like the players you're bringing in. I like the players you think about bringing in. I'm actually thinking about going. Oh yeah, I saw that one. All right, let's check yours team out. If you want me to check out your team, just throw your code in the description, and then I can throw it up onto here. We can talk about what you want to do. Yada yada, you know what I mean? Shout out to the Bay Area. Thoughts on a Sterling for a wild card? Oh yeah, let me bring up there. I forgot to do that. My bad, Football Carl. Let's go to fixtures. Can I start in game week 3? Yeah, you can. I think you can start, like, they leave it open for everybody for the whole season. So if you just start game week 3, you're just going to be, you know, whatever points you are behind everybody. They're not going to, like, give you the average. You just start at 0. All right, game week 8. Let's move forward to game week 8 for you. Villa has a good run of fixtures. Bournemouth do, but Brentford has a good run of fixtures. Chelsea, love it. Yeah, I like the game week 8 wild card from what I'm seeing. I mean, yeah, it's hard for me to say too, just because every team's different, and like maybe like a game week 3 wild card is where your team needs to be at. Maybe you just have to go now, right? Maybe your team's solid enough that you can kind of wait. Maybe by game week 7, game week 8, you're like, oh, actually, I really like my team. There's no need for me a wild card, but I like the plan right now. I like the plan. You have Reece James on your bench? Whoa. Whoa. Strong squad. I would do this. Let's see. Hold on. FPL ID 2 free transfer boring plan is waiting for news for Spurs game. See if Perisic starts. I like that. I like that idea. Starts just 1 transfer. Trippier to Perisic, or more spicy, Tony and Sterling as mentioned before. Yeah, for Haaland. Haaland, man, it'd be hard for me to get rid of him. If you have him, I feel like it'd be really tough for me to get rid of him. But I like Tony. Is that box tracing me? You know what, man? This camera, I needed to get a new camera. This camera shuts off every like 10 minutes on a stream like that, and I didn't even notice it, so I have to click it on now. The camera turns off on me all the time, and right now I'm having a box trace my face. This is fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted on stream. Whatever. I need a new camera. Hey. All right. I turned the camera back on, but it's just taking me for a while. You should be able to send me a message on Twitter. My DMs are open and everything. Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, Trippier to Perisic, I like that. I like both of those moves, man. I like them both. Ignore that stupid box that keeps tracing me on my face. Ay. Yeah, looking at this team, I mean, the Trippier move, I think he served his time. I think in the next few weeks, I'll have him back into my squad. But for now, I think it's time to say goodbye. I like bringing in Perisic. I like the idea of bringing in Tony. I mean, if it were me, I'd potentially go like, I don't know. I like this team. I don't even, to me, I would just do one move, get rid of Trippier, bring in maybe Kyle Walker, maybe bring in, good bench depth. So maybe Cucurella, and just kind of hope he continues to start. And that box is going to follow me around, isn't it? Let me see football, Carl. It should let you send it to me on my Twitter. Let me check. Do you see my question in the chat? I had to go somewhere, so I don't. Yeah, I did see your question. Did I comment on it? Yeah, I benched Reece James game week because I started Kulusevski. Not doing that again. Oh man, this team is nice, by the way. This upside down, this pyramid scheme squad is nice. All right, next squad. We're throwing down 1 5 3 5 5. Any suggestions for this squad? It should let you do it. Hold on one sec. Yeah, it should let you do it. Anyway, as we continue to work that one out. So looking at this squad right here, getting rid of this ad. Shout out ads. Helping FPL team get paid, but ooh, 3 up front. Man, how did you afford this? Oh, because you got three players like that. Any suggestions? Oh man. I'm planning on selling Nato and Robbo to James and Rodrigo. Yeah, I think that'd be a good move. Ugh. You wait, hold on. You said I'm thinking about selling. Uh-oh. Gotta plug in my laptop. Y'all can see how much I'm sweating in this hot garage. Yeah, Jerome, let me know if I answered your question. Oh yeah, you did already. I'll get to that in a sec. Planning on selling Nato and Robbo to James and Rodrigo. Well, I don't know if I'm looking at you right. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a different squad. All right, so for this squad right here, my suggestion, you got to get rid of Nato and Bailey. I don't know which one I would get rid of, but one of them's got to go. I'd probably get rid of Bailey first. It's just going to be hard to kind of afford that. What we're going to do with that only 5 mil. I mean, you could go and bring him down to like a 4.5 and maybe bring in like I think Wolverhampton's schedule gets hard. I don't know what 4.5 million defender you could bring in. I'd love to see me from your point of view. And now it's not going. There we go. That's more better. All right. I'm planning on selling Nato and Robbo to James and Rodrigo. Yeah, I like that move. I basically asked for suggestions on my team what to do about Nato besides buying Salah because I'm not doing that. Yeah, I remembered. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the best options at that 5.5 price range. Best Mars replacement with 1 free transfer and 0.5 in the bank. Let's check out some of these price ranges real quick. Let's do this. Let's run down all the players at. Let's start with the NATO question. Permission denied. What is happening? I think I just got kicked out of fantasy. Wow. All right. Well, I can't use that site anymore for now because I'm not going to put my password on here. All right. We'll do it this way. Price. Oh, man. I got to fix this whole situation moving forward. All right. Let's just go 6 mil for the heck of it. You should be able to. All right, I think I sent you a DM on Twitter, so you should be able to activate that from there. What would my wildcard team from Game Week 3? Ooh, I'm down to do a wildcard team here in a second. This is gonna be hard. I'm just gonna do it on my phone. Because I got kicked out of my fantasy team on here. So I'm gonna have to use this. All right, let's go. Best 5.5 mil replacements. Let's look. I can't believe Harry Kane scored that at the very end. Oof. Let's go transfers. I'm just going to look at price ranges at that 5.5 mil range. Let's go position, midfielders, value, 6 mil. Should we say 6 mil? What did I just do? I just turned off my computer. I am struggling right now. There we go. We good now? Come on, Sean. Get your head in the game. All right. Midfielders, we got. I mean, I don't know how much I trust Gross, especially with that fixture run. Maybe Pascal Gross. I think that's how you say his name. He's 5.5 mil. Maybe him. Again, I don't know about Dasilva. Dewsbury Hall got an assist yesterday, or assist the first game. He scored a goal in the first game. Dewsbury Hall, maybe him. Harrison, Rodrigo at that 6 mil-ish price range. Maybe if you could kind of afford to go up there. Lingard with an assist today. It wasn't the best of assists, but it was an assist. These are kind of the guys I would look at bringing in. Just off the top of my head here, kind of going through without putting too much thought into this one. Maybe Gordon. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anybody that's really catching my eye right now. I'm hoping Gallagher gets more playing time, because if so, then Gallagher would be in my squad for sure. Best Mars replacement. All right, let me look at Mars replacements. Mars at what? Mars replacements. Man, Rodrigo's killing it right now. We got Kulusevski maybe. Saka. I like Madison a lot. I just don't know if it's yet, because he has to play Chelsea in game week 4. But if you just are just patient with him over the Chelsea match, he has Southampton in game week 3. I guess he has United in 5, but so he has Chelsea, United in 4 and 5. So maybe after that, maybe just go down to Foden. Maybe just stick with a city midfielder and kind of just roll the dice on Gundogan or Foden. Camera's out. Maybe go down to a Leeds player because they have really good fixtures. Maybe a Brentford asset because they have really good fixtures. Maybe Saka because he has really good fixtures and he's doing well. Those would probably be my Mars replacements that I would look at bringing in. What would you do? Undav and Saka to Jesus and a 6 million midfielder like Harrison, or Saka, Undav, and Rashford to Martinelli, Rodrigo? Oh, let me think about that. Undav and Saka to Jesus and a 6 and like Harrison, or Saka, Undav, and Rashford to Martinelli, Jesus, and Dasilva. I'd probably do the first one because it would only be because I don't want to take a minus. I don't want to take a hit, but I really like the idea of getting rid of Rashford for Martin. Yeah, I like if you're willing to take a chance, I think the second one is probably the better option, but that's a very risky move. And if I'm trying to play it safe this year and not take as many hits, so I probably have to stick with my my rule this year and kind of go the first one, even though I really like the looks of the second one. I don't know. What does everyone else think on Kobe's suggestion there? Gordon and Aronson seem to be the best 5.5s besides NATO. Honestly, not sure if that's good or not. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is right now, right? All right, Steve's going to be wildcarding this. Let's check it out. Let's check out Steve's squad. 1900123. Let's see. Well, as far as like early wild cards, I think the guy who won wild card a couple seasons ago, wild card in like game week 2. Early wild cards actually I feel like a bit underrated. Keep or sell Walker. I would keep Walker. I would absolutely keep Walker. I don't know if Walker's going to start week in, week out, but as long as, Champions League isn't here yet, so I would keep him. I wouldn't sell him. And they got Newcastle coming up. They got a good fixture run coming up. I'm captaining Mo Salah next week. We saw what he did. Look, I know it's United, and the name United is kind of, and kind of the talent they have around him is kind of going to scare people off of captaining Salah. And I understand why. It's a big game, right? A big game. But United just gave 4 to Brentford. They gave up, 3 to Brighton the week before. And look at what Salah did to United last season. So, in my opinion, I still think Salah is a captain. Thoughts on Perisic? If he's starting, he's in a very good option. He looked really good going forward today. Surprise, surprise. He's been looking good going forward for a long time. But Bernardo Bailey, what to do? Sell? I don't know who for though. TAA, Robbo, Cancelo, Walker, and Zinchenko. Who would you change any defender? No, I would keep all of them. I would keep all those defenders. I like all of them. If Zinchenko is like starting to not play anymore, then yeah. I would take him out. But for now, I'm keeping all of them. All right, let's look at this squad. Wild carding. Trippier, again, it's just City and Liverpool over these next 3 matches. 2 of the next 3. And so that just scares me off of Trippier, which I'm going to get rid of myself. Jesus looks good. Haaland looks good. Bailey, obviously, that's tough. Grealish, that's tough. Mount, that's tough. I think everything else looks really good, but if you wanted a wild card and kind of just get ahead of things, I'm not against that, but I still think this team looks pretty good. Especially if you have 2 free transfers, you can kind of just get rid of Grealish, maybe bring in Foden, has higher upside. Mount's been a bit of a disappointment, but I don't know what you do here. Rodrigo, I like Rodrigo a lot. I've been a big since I was watching him in La Liga. I thought he was going to do really well with Leeds last year. That was my bold prediction. He did not do as well as I thought he was going to do last year. But you look at his numbers. Actually, let's pull it up. Let me pull it up. Not here. Let me go here. Hold on one sec. Let me bring up Rodrigo's numbers over the past few years. The current leading goal scorer in the Prem, Rodrigo. I'm in between Gundogan and Madison for Mahrez. I like Gundogan as he runs in the box more than wingers. Madison looks good, but bad fixtures. And United is probably the easiest game. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I've said it before. Madison's going to be in my squad here in a few weeks, but for now, I'm going to just pump the brakes on it a little bit. I still think he's a good option. As far as Gundogan, let me see what his stats look like over the first couple games. Let's see. For City, 0.46. Let's go Premier League. We got, he's averaging about 2 shots per game right now. 2 shots per game, less than 1 on target. The expected goal involvement's not necessarily the best, but it's good. So I'm not too sure. I need to go watch more. I need to watch some game film on Gundogan before I comment on it. Kulusevski, I still like Kulusevski. I think they have a good run of fixtures here. I would keep. Let's see. Yeah, they got Wolverhampton next week, who have a pretty good defense. Is it still lagging right now? I'm captaining Salah, Mo Salah. If it's still lagging, I'm just gonna call it a stream and kind of just move on from here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream. This Wi-Fi is terrible. Thanks everyone for watching. Oh, unless anyone has any questions. Yeah, this is terrible. Apologies. Well, it was fun. Thanks everyone for watching, showing up. Take some time every day to make someone smile as always. Sorry about this horrible Wi-Fi. I'm gonna try to get it fixed for the next time. Yeah, this Wi-Fi sucks. That's kind of where we're at right now. Unfortunate, but it takes some time every day to make someone smile as always. I hate when I have bad Wi-Fi. Technical difficulties is the name of the game today. Takes some time to make someone smile. I'm gonna try to be back for another. I'll be back for a live stream next Sunday. All right.